welcome to my channel. First off, I would like to apologize for the craziness happening in the background. Comic-Con is in like 2 weeks, so I've been furiously making my costume. So there's a lot going on, and I didn't bother trying to put up a background because I don't want to disturb the creative processes happening here. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so today is a really exciting day for me. I finally received my orders from the Tarte Summer Collection and the Too Faced Summer Collection. I ordered the Too Faced Summer Collection the day before it technically released because they launched it at midnight on TooFaced.com. They launched it at midnight Eastern time. So for me in the Midwest, that's an hour ahead, so I was able to order it like 11 o'clock at night, which was really cool because I felt like, hey, I got it early. But then the storm hit and it was super delayed, and it took 2 weeks to get here, something like that. It took a really long time to get here. And then almost exactly a week later, I ordered my Tarte kit, or I ordered stuff from the Tarte Summer Collection, and it took like a week to get here. So I didn't order everything from the collection because I'm not going to use everything from the collection. I only ordered what I was interested in. But I definitely ordered the Unicorn Brushes from Tarte. And I also have the Unicorn Lashes from, Unicorn Lash Brushes from Unicorn Lashes. And actually I'm going to do like a mini review first impression comparison between the two because I'm actually really curious to see how the Tarte ones hold up against the Unicorn Lashes. If you are on social media at all, you know that Unicorn Lashes is super hyped up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this box from Tarte. Bear in mind, I absolutely suck at opening boxes. Takes this way. That was actually super easy. Aw, make today beautiful. That's super cute. Anyway, so their packaging is actually super gorgeous. I'm excited. Go ahead and tear into this. Okay, so we have the Tarte Unicorn Brushes, and then I also ordered the Tarte Unicorn Palette because I'm a sucker for eyeshadow palettes. Like, I need any more, but it looks super awesome. Tarte doesn't seem to do a lot of shimmers, so I was really excited to see that they came out with a whole palette of shimmers. So, and then I actually ordered 2 of their clay pot eyeliners. One is in a limited edition spring color. It's not part of the collection, so I'm not going to go into those right now. And then they gave me a highlighting moisturizer cream sample. I'm really excited to try that. You would kind of think for $135 that I spent total, I believe, that I would get 1 or 2 more samples, but it's Tarte. They don't really do a lot of samples. Anyway, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up this Tarte eyeshadow and take a look because I am really, really excited to see this. Are you ready? I haven't looked. Is it gorgeous? I hope it's gorgeous. Ooh, that's really pretty. Now this is supposed to be inspired by unicorns. I have to say, I don't really see it. It's the Make Believe in Yourself Summer Collection. I don't really see the unicorn here, but maybe it's loosely inspired. It's still a really pretty case, and honestly, I absolutely love their round compacts. I have just been wanting to buy a Tarte compact because it's round. The one I bought was the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2, I think, and I was actually really disappointed in it and wound up returning it. But let's take a look. Oh, isn't that pretty? I hope you can see the colors because this is gorgeousness. Okay, so I knew they didn't completely jump out of their comfort zone when they did this. Tarte is very much into their neutral shades, their mattes, you know, they like to stay all natural, which is kind of crazy when you have gorgeous, awesome packaging like this. You kind of feel like they would do something a little bit more outside of the box, like Urban Decay. They had their electric palette, which was really neat, but I have to say for Tarte, these colors are definitely out of the box for them. And I'm excited to try them. I'm actually going to, okay, so I'm actually going to swap a couple of these now. I don't think I actually said the price. This palette for 10 shadows? 10 shadows and a highlight is 40 bucks. So it's actually $4 more expensive than their Rainforest of the Sea palette, which is kind of surprising because it looks similar, but I guess the difference is you get that highlight. So let's go ahead and do a couple swatches here. 9 of these colors are shimmers. One's a matte, that's that Myth color. Let's see. One's a matte, which is this Myth color right here. It's kind of like a taupe. Everything else is a shimmer, and you have a highlight in the middle. Oh, I can't wait to dip in here. Okay. Okay, so here is the highlight. If you can see that, it's not coming across the camera very well. I feel like the metallics are really messing up. Here's the highlight. Here is the matte color called Myth. This one is Wings. I'm sorry. Magic. This one's Magic. The next one is Wings. The goldish color is Marvel, followed by Trance, which is kind of a grayish purple color, followed by Fairy, which is definitely a purple color, followed by Mystic, then Dream, then my bracelet's in the way, Crystal, and then Pixie. So you can kind of see these kind of wind up looking the same, but you have a nice variety in the first few. Okay, so I just went ahead and swatched these. I have to say, some of them seem more pigmented than the others. This Pixie one, which is like, this one called Pixie, which is kind of like a coral color. I mean, like, I get the gold sheen, but when you swatch it, it looks almost identical to Crystal, which is right next to it. They're definitely more muted than they're definitely more muted. I mean, they're metallic-y. They look pretty. I can't say I'm super disappointed or anything. I am going to go ahead and try. And here's that highlight. If you can see it, it swatches quite nicely. It looks like it's got kind of a dual chrome to it, almost like a pinkish color, as well as a yellowish. So that's gonna be interesting on. Actually, I'm not wearing any highlight. Let's go ahead and try this now. See how this works. Ooh. Okay. I like the highlight. Oh, my Cupid's bow. I like the highlight. I feel like it's natural, a natural glow. It is a little warm, and it definitely has that dual kind of like pinkishness to it. I don't think I'd wear it very heavy. I mean, you definitely see it on the side. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't have anything quite like this. So what I'm going to do with this palette is I'm going to wear it over the next couple of days. I'm going to wear this over the next couple of days. A palette, to be a win with me, you should be able to use only the palette for a single eye look. This, I'm not seeing that, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to wear it for the next 2 days and post a follow-up on my final thoughts on this. But right now, I'm not like super impressed with this palette, but I'm not necessarily disappointed. I'm kind of middle of the road. I like the shimmers and I really like Tarte, but I kind of feel like it's nothing too special. And a few of the colors, the formulations are a little bit questionable. I definitely feel that way. Some of them felt a little rougher than others. Some were creamy, some were a little rough, and some had more pigment than the others. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Next, let's move on to the Tarte Unicorn Brushes. I'm not going to lie, I almost didn't buy these. They are $39, so it's $1 less than the palette. You only get 5 brushes, and I kind of felt like it wasn't worth the money, but in the madness of buying things before they sold out, I was super excited and I was like, I have to have them! So I went ahead and bought them. Now, Tarte has actually been getting a lot of negative feedback, I would say, on their Unicorn Brushes on social media. I like to read the comments, and people are really upset that they came out with a unicorn collection because a company called Unicorn Lashes based in the UK came out with them first. Yes and no. Unicorn brushes were actually released by Claire's back in the 1990s. They're cheap little brushes made for kids, and they've been rehashed multiple times over the past few decades. Unicorn Lashes just kind of blew up on the internet, and they have a nice little collection. They're based in the UK, so it's 45 pounds, which is roughly like $72, maybe less, with shipping or something. I don't remember what I paid for it, but 45 pounds is how much they cost. And the conversion rate's $1.25, so you could do the math later. Anyway, so they've been getting a lot of heat for them. People are like, I'll stick with Unicorn Lashes. Unicorn Lashes did it first, but realistically, the idea has been around for a long time. However, I do have to say that Unicorn Lashes was one of the first ones I ran across as an adult. So when I saw them back in September, I pre-ordered them as soon as they were available. I got them in like November. They come in this cute little travel bag, which is kind of plushy, kind of large, but it does fit flat into the front of a suitcase, so I actually really like this travel bag. You do get 10 brushes. They're super pretty, and ignore the fact that mine are very, very used. I've been using them every day since I received them in November. I try to clean them, but those bristles stay forever dirty. They did it really cute though. You have this rainbow pastel bristles, and then you have this pastel rainbowy sheen handle, which looks like a unicorn horn. Super cute, right? Well, I have to say, for the price, I was actually really disappointed. I wanted to love these so much, but I finally had to accept them for what they were. They're okay. They're mediocre. For the price that I paid, like I would pay $45 for this. Close to 80 is kind of pushing it for me. I just find that the brushes are Sorry everyone, my battery died. I am telling you, it has not been the greatest of days. First it was a really rough day at work, and then my thesis proposal got rejected, so now I have to start over. And then my battery dies. But you know what? There are worse things in the world, and I'm just happy to be here recording this video. Ooh, my phone went off. I actually really, really like doing this, and it's just like a highlight to my day, and it's honestly making my bad mood turn into a good mood. I really like this, and if you're watching this seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm going to continue to do this regardless because I like it so much. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I can't really remember exactly what I was saying. I'm pretty sure I was in the middle of reviewing the unicorn brushes. So anyway, my thoughts on the unicorn brushes were that they weren't thick enough. It's like, I remember now. So this brush, this is the foundation brush, and it's okay, but I have to really cake in my liquid foundation before I feel like it gives me decent coverage. And it's, I don't know, I really like the IT Cosmetics brush. And excuse it, I need to clean it, but I prefer the IT Cosmetics brush over it. That's much denser than this is, or just a beauty blender. They do better than this little guy. I will say that the powder brush is okay. It's still not the densest, but it gets the job done without any difficulties. I actually wound up using this brush for my foundation because it is one of the denser ones, and this brush will give you fuller coverage than this brush. I mean, the fluffy little eyeshadow brush, it's not even that fluffy. I have this brush from Face Base, and I mean, this one's all like frazzled out from being cleaned, but this one needs clean. I don't know if you saw that, but powder just flew up. But this is just so much thicker than this, and I got this in a set off Haute Look for like $15, $20 compared to the 45 pounds that this cost me. I mean, the angled brush is quite nice actually. This isn't very, very thick. The blush brush is okay. The standard eyeshadow brush is alright. I hate this brush. This fan brush is terrible. It's so thin that I feel like it doesn't really pick up much product at all, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't really apply it well. It's not good. I mean, I have this lovely fan brush from Julep that I got whenever I used to subscribe to their box, and this is nice and thick and fluffy. And then I have this brush from that face base set that I got from Haute Look, and I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but I can see just all the light coming through this, and this is just dense right here. I mean, it's so much thicker. I'm just not a fan of this. So I would say all in all, the unicorn brushes from Unicorn Lashes, they're cute. I mean, I think they're a little overpriced, but you do get 10 brushes and the really cute holder for them. I just think that there are better brushes out there for cheaper than these, and I mean, you can even see like the bristles are coming out. I mean, there's better out there, I'm sorry, but there really is. And I mean, these will make a great gift for maybe like my niece who's a teenager, or anybody who really likes unicorns. And, I don't know, they're okay. There are better brushes out there you can get for cheaper. So that's my thoughts on the Unicorn Lashes brushes. So I'm going to take and open the Tarte Unicorn Lash brushes and compare the two. I have actually, the only Tarte brushes I've actually never used a Tarte brush. Do they sell brushes now that I think about it? Because I just realized that I don't have any palettes that have any brushes in it. So this is actually a first impression on Tarte as a brand for the brushes. So I do have to say, packaging is super cute. Again, for $40 or so, it's a little pricey for 5 brushes. But then again, I did spend $50 on this IT Cosmetics brush. I wouldn't say it's worth $50, but it is a really good brush. It's also supposed to have like vitamin C serum infused. I don't know. Okay, so it is wrapped in unicorn tissue paper. I just have to point that out. Ooh, they're pretty. They're individually wrapped. Let's try and get these out of their plastic. Oh my gosh, that's difficult. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay. I have to say, this is super soft and it's thick. This is nice. Interestingly enough, so this is part of their limited edition collection. It is super pretty. I mean, I'm a unicorn. But I just pulled up their website so that I could double check the price, which is $39. I believe I said that before. They actually put up, this wasn't up there before, but they actually put up a limit. This is limit 1 pack of unicorn brushes per person. So that's quite interesting that they did that. It wasn't like that when it first opened up. So here are all 5 brushes. They are color coordinated, and I wanted to make sure I got this right, so that's another reason I pulled up the site. So the magenta contour brush, which I believe is going to be this one. I don't contour often, actually. If you saw my last video, I've contoured twice now. I believe this is the contour brush. It's super, super thick and soft. It honestly feels a lot like that IT Cosmetics brush, and honestly, all 5 of these brushes were cheaper than that one brush, so that's pretty awesome. The handle is nice and sturdy. This is the match for this brush on the Unicorn Lashes. So we can just compare here. You can see that this is much wider. It's so much more dense than this brush. Like, I can't even tell you. See if you can see thickness. Oh yeah, I think you can see that. Look at that. That is a difference. And you know what? Maybe that's all they need to do was just bring this up to make these stiffer. This is lovely. I really like this brush. The next brush is the powder brush, the pink powder brush. It is very, very soft as well. Let's compare it to the Unicorn Lashes brush. The Unicorn Lashes brush is not as soft. I will tell you that. I mean, it's soft. It's not as soft, honestly. I mean, it's softer than the face base brush. you're petting, I don't know, this feels like you're petting a newborn kitten. It is so soft. Maybe like an adult cat, his fur isn't as soft anymore. This is just so much softer. You can see the shapes are definitely different. This one's wider. Actually, the Unicorn brush is a little denser than this brush. But, so I guess it depends on fluffiness. If you like something fluffier, Unicorn lashes is probably going to be the way to go. But if you really like super soft brush, I like this. I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna put a little powder. I don't have any powder on. I have just liquid foundation. This is the Tony Moly Cat's Wink powder. I never know if I'm actually getting anything from Tony Moly on this, but this just feels so nice. Okay. I like this brush better than Unicorn lashes. I have decided. I just noticed this, the links of the handles. I actually really like the Tarte's length better than the Unicorn lashes length. It feels a little heavier and it feels sturdier than this. Actually, when I get to the eyeshadow brush, we're gonna do a bend test. And then it comes with the purple liquid foundation brush, which is just as soft as the others. It's nice and thick and fluffy. I hope you can see that. This feels super nice. Let's see, what do we have here? Maybe this one actually. This will be the liquid foundation brush. So you can see we definitely have two completely different shapes here. This one is a lot closer to the It Cosmetics brush. This is the Heavenly Skin brush, by the way. I don't think I said that before. It's marketed with the It Cosmetics Compact. Was Confidence in a Compact. Wasn't a fan, by the way. I actually tried it for a week and wound up returning it because it didn't work on my skin. It kept separating, but I kept the brush because I like the brush. But anyway, you can see it definitely has a closer shape to this, the Unicorn Lashes one. This one is flatter. This one has the cone shape all the way around. This one's definitely flatter, and it's nice and fluffy. This is very flat. This has a nice curved edge. So realistically, I think this one's up to preference. I'll have to try this one and see how it goes. This one, again, I had to pack a lot of product into. I'm hoping because these bristles are so tightly packed together that I wouldn't have to pack as much liquid into it. Green fluffy eyeshadow brush. This one would be the mimic of the Unicorn. So Unicorn Lashes and Tarte. You can see that the Tarte one is taller in the bristles, fluffier, and 100 times softer. Like seriously, I can't stress this enough. This is so soft. And it does have the longer handle, which I like. Now, one thing I noticed with Unicorn Lashes is it's super bendy. Now they say on their website it's not going to break, and I don't want to break this because it was a lot of money, but you can see how it bends. And I figured I just left that up to the tapering. But if you compare the ends, the Tarte one is thicker. So I'm actually curious. It bends as well, but it does not feel like this feels like I'm going to snap it like a matchstick. This doesn't. So that's nice. Let's see. Let's dip it into some shadow. Let's dip it into one of these. I think I'll just put it into the matte one right there, called Myth. Ooh, Myth kicks up some powder. Man, I can't talk today. Huh. This is nice. I think I like that it's fluffier. The longer bristles, I can definitely tell there's a difference between using this and then using the Unicorn Lashes one. It'll probably take a little getting used to, but I can't help it. I really am leaning towards the Tarte brushes. Honestly, I didn't think I'd like them that much. I thought they were going to be gimmicky, but they're kind of nice. The other one we have, which is the last one, This one is the Blue Shading Eyebrow Brush. Supposed to pack on base shadows and soften around the crease. Now the Unicorn Lash version is this one. So they're very, very similar. Unicorn Lashes is actually a little taller and more square shaped, where you have the Tarte one, which is more of an oval shape. Density wise, they feel kind of the same. I can tell that the Unicorn Lashes kind of thins out at the top a bit. Honestly, I think these are really close to each other. I mean, I'm not gonna put this one on my lid, but I'm going to dip into here and try it out. I'll just use the same Myth. Yeah, this is pretty much the same as Unicorn Lashes. It has the same kind of spring to it. I mean, so that's okay. It's good to know that the brush that I use probably the most in my Unicorn Lashes is the same as the Tarte. That's pretty awesome. So I would say, all in all, if you don't need a ton of brushes and you don't want to I mean, like, these aren't that cheap, but say you don't want to spend an absolute ton on brushes, I would say go with the Tarte version. They are only $39 compared to the 45 pounds, which again is closer to like 70 bucks. I think I paid shipping on the Unicorn Lashes as well, so that would also add money into there. I didn't pay shipping on these because they have a, Tarte does if you spend $40 more, you get free shipping, and because I paired it with the palette, gosh, I can't think of the words. Because I paired it with the palette, I got free shipping, and I mean, I always spend up to the free shipping because I don't want to pay for shipping. I'd rather that money go towards products. So these are nice. These brushes I think are of a better quality than the Unicorn Lash brushes. The Unicorn Lashes are a little gimmicky. They're great for a first mostly complete set. I mean, if you want a full face worth of brushes and you really like the unicorn style, go with the Unicorn Lashes. They're okay. They're not like a waste of money. It's not like you're going to Walmart and buying, you know, Swisper brand brushes. I don't even know if they make brushes, but you know what I mean. Like, they're not the worst in the world, but these are definitely a higher quality, and they feel so much nicer. And if this is released in Sephora or Ulta, you're gonna save on shipping anyway. So I really like these. I cannot wait to use almost all of them. Honestly, the contour is probably only going to be used for gosh, I can't speak. The contour is probably going to be used for my cosplay, but these I will use daily. So I'm going to use these for the next couple of days, and whenever I follow up with the palette, I will also do a small follow-up on these, tell you if my mind has changed or not, or if I still really like them. So I'm actually glad that I picked these up. These are cute. Okay, so that's my video for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check in on the follow-up. I'll be posting a couple days about the palette and the brushes. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified whenever I post that next video and whenever I post videos like this in the future. So again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit that like button if you liked my video. Put your comments down below. Again, I'll link everything also into the description box if you want a direct link to where I found everything, including the Unicorn Lash brushes, in case you want to look into it. They did just release a Royal collection, which actually looks to be fluffier and thicker than the first collection that they released. So thank you for tuning in.